Okay, hello. I'm going to be taking a look at the demo for a game called Nova Patria. It is a city building game that is, quite frankly, a little strange sounding. It is a Roman steampunk colony sim. In this game, the Roman Empire never fell. I don't know why. Maybe the Gauls didn't exist. Maybe the German tribes didn't exist. Maybe they never decided to go into Britain and, you know, make Hadrian's Wall and all that jazz. Who knows? Don't know. I don't. I certainly don't. Anyway, so this game is not out as of yet. It will be released in the first quarter of this year, so it's already almost February, so maybe March at the latest. The demo apparently has 7 years of expanding my colony in the new world. Some techs are unavailable, as well as production buildings dealing with tier 4 and 5 resources, including the mint production chain. What do you mean the mint production chain? I want to make my own crappy silver currency. Or God forbid even molybdechalcos or something. Anyway, without further ado, let's actually get into it. Sour. That is apparently one of the companies that did this. I would assume the devs. Either the devs or the publisher. Oh, this is a good start. We got nothing. Oh my god. Okay. So that took a while. This menu looks a little weird, like kind of strangely low effort. Yeah, I don't know how else to put that. Alright, in this demo, every colony you build leaves a mark. Your records are tracked between games. Push further each run and carve your place in the Empire's history. Really? Wait, what? Wait, so is it going to be like a little bit of like Dwarf Fortress, or make a colony and then, you know, like you go for a new colony and you can trade with the old one? It's also just kind of ahistorical in the Romans, you know, getting to the new world. Oh, that's a weird train. Definitely not a hazard to anything near the sides of it at all. Not that trains aren't really hazardous anyway, but... behold, Governor, no Roman colony stands without its capital and harbor. Place a city center and merchant dock to begin your dominion. Our first city must be built near the ocean and next to a source of fresh water. Well, that doesn't really leave a whole hell of a lot of choices, does it? We got there... What looks like a good spot, because this is kind of close to forest. Man, there's kind of not really a whole hell of a lot near the... I guess this'll have to do, just nestle it up in there. Lacus Ruber. Great name. Alright, let's see. Only one viable merchant dock tile option. Wait, what? Is this the dock? I can build it on the water? Sure. Okay. Welcome, Governor, to Nova Patria. Patria? Don't know. If this is your first time playing, consider beginning with the tutorials available. I'm a streamer. I don't play tutorials. You'll also find the quick start objectives in the upper right-hand corner beside the time controls. These offer short goals to help you learn the game naturally as you play. Both this window and the quick start options can be disabled using the checkbox and the yeah, okay. Ad gloriam imperi. Okay. So it's very civilization looking. Hover over quick start objectives for more info. Oh. Literally that. Okay, unpause time, which would be a... So, what... So, they have trains, but they're still using sundials? Or is that more of like a personal choice and they have more proper, like, clockwork clocks? Negative... Oh, good, I'm just hemorrhaging money. Jesus. Construct a fishing dock. When houses are supplied with fish, they pay taxes and help cities grow. Construct a fishing dock by selecting it from the construction toolbar at the bottom of the screen. Okay. We have a bunch of different civics. Fountain Monastery. Logging camp, a lumber mill, a cement factory? Really? Well, I guess, yeah, the Romans did actually have a form of cement. I don't know what they would have called it, but yeah. Uh-oh. Oh dear, can I... Must be built on a coast, must be built in a city, must be built on water. Must have more population and houses in Lacus. Wait, what? So I have to build a house first, or... House consumes fish, no tax. So this is a problem. Did I already screw myself by building the thing here or not there? Must have more population houses, so... Do I need to basically wait for the civilization style thing to pop up to 2 pop? Not sure. Population is one. The city has has undersupplied houses, but I can't fix that until I get... Okay, they're actually building stuff. Look at that. I guess that's the roads. It's kind of nice. I like that you can see some of the stuff actually getting built. This is still a problem though. Oh, and I'm hemorrhaging money. Yeah. So, for those of you who might have played Caesar 3, do you remember the little messages you get from Caesar where he's kind of like, well, you could be doing a better job, but I'll bail you out this time. Do it again and I'll have your head. You know, stuff like that, right? The little animations of him, like, drinking wine and him just lazing about. Yeah, I get the feeling like my head is not going to be staying attached to my body for very much longer here. Must have access to fresh water. It's a fishing dock! Cannot be built on a river. That is not a river. Must be built on a full coast. Okay, there we go. Finally. So do we get like a little bridge across this? It is literally just floating across. Yeah. Just have the road float through the river like that. That's MC Escher-esque. It's fine. They'll build a bridge. There you go. I hope that they start using the bridge there, because that looks a little silly. Okay, Lacus Ruber. Still hemorrhaging money. I need more houses. At least the territory of the city has expanded a little bit. Alright, how do I make more houses, or is that automatic, which is a little concerning if it is. Okay, we just ticked up again. I think it's automatic. Uh-oh. That's not necessarily good. Must have access to fresh water. What do you mean, man? What do you mean it needs freshwater access? Like an aqueduct? Or like river? Is that why you need the river access for your first town? I don't know. Requires lake or ocean coast. Ooh, that was a little laggy. Yeah, if you do that, you get really bad frame rate. Don't know why. Okay, establish a second city. Build a second city center. To establish a second city to be constructed, the new city center must have the required construction resources within range. What are the resources? For a tier 2 house, as population increases, cities grow higher tier houses. There are multiple tiers available, each requiring more resources but offering higher tax revenue. To acquire a tier 2 house, increase the city's population to 4. Don't have it. A city's new house tier is determined according to the existing balance of house tiers following a fixed ratio. A city's population increases when all houses are fully supplied and each house has a matching non-house building present in the city. Okay, that's a lot of words, but they effectively mean nothing. What are the requirements of tier 2? Okay, escape does not exit these windows. That's not too great. Alright, so we are importing a lot of wood. Can I build like a storehouse? Still hemorrhaging a lot of money. Must have access to fresh water. It's... Why? No, seriously, why? Merchant dock. We have a merchant dock, so we don't need it. City center is there. 2 lumber, 2 cement, so we need to make a cement factory, I think. A fountain. Expands aqueduct reach. Construction costs are blah blah blah. How does one do aqueduct? Aqueduct is provides fresh water from springs. Construction cost. Must be connected to a spring. What? Ah. Oh, okay. What's going on with the selection here? Oh, how expensive is that going to be? Actually, not that expensive. Like, we are hemorrhaging more per month than that is actually costing us, which is kind of amazing. So how am I going to do this? So I want the fresh water near the coast so I can get more fish, I think. I think that's what I want. I don't know if that's what I want. It's kind of too bad we don't see like a little dude carrying it. It's just a floating pile of concrete bags. Not even floating, it's just sliding. Yeah. Oh, hey, look, we do actually get little dudes. So why is it only some things? What is this? Wait, what is this? House, tier 2. Huh? Consumes flour. Okay, so we need a wheat field? Wheat farm. Flour mill. Must neighbor a river. Must have access to fresh water. Oh god. I was thinking of putting a forestry there, but I guess maybe we won't. A flour mill. I guess we can just... Must be built on a hill. Oh, it's a vertical windmill, actually. It's kind of weird. Must be built on a hill. Are you kidding me? Oh, no. How? Do we have to form an entirely second city just to get grain? Well, flour processed? Have access to fresh water. Wait, what? I thought that was in range now. What does that do? I don't know what that button does. Wait. Copy building. Oh. Oh! Wait, so can I... No? No. Okay, so that's the aqueduct. Then what? Because there was a thing that let me... Fountain. Okay. Fountain. Must have access to fresh water. Wait. What? Needs fresh water access, but it's... The aqueduct is supposed to be starting, or giving fresh water access, right? Can you make multiple aqueducts? Like, can you split it? Because I'm pretty sure historically... Cannot branch from other aqueduct. What do you mean? I'm pretty sure historically they did actually do that. Must have more population and has... Wait, what? Is it because it needs an employee? I'm not really sure. Consume flour, construct a fountain. Yep, sure, wish I could. See if I put this here, maybe? Merchant dock. Monastery produces research to unlock new tech. Well, that's a little tempting. I wonder if you can upgrade the or the fountain range. That's the warehouse. Oh, there's the house. I am still hemorrhaging money out the wazoo. Why? Yeah, I'm not doing good at this. Establish a second city. It's a lot of mountains. So the graphical style of this game, I will say though, is very reminiscent of like, what the hell is it called? Not like Incarnate type of things, you know, like map makers for D&D. Not saying that's a bad thing, just it is very much in that style, I feel. Not in range of lumber, not in range of cement. Okay, but it is here. Am I going to regret this? Probably. I don't have much choice. I need to... I need to get a hill for grain. And if I put them over here... Yeah, it's too far. Oh, hey, there's a spring there. We can use that for more aqueducts. That's good. But if you build on top of the hills, you're kind of screwed, aren't you? You can't... I can only assume you can't just, like, U-turn the aqueduct and bring it up in here. Maybe there's a pump jack or something you can use to do that? Ooh, that's a lot of money getting hemorrhaged. Ooh, that's a not ideal road. That's gonna connect, right? Sure hope it does. Yep, best place for a house. I don't like that you... You can demolish them. Just kind of wish I could, like, designate in areas like, hey, ideally put your buildings here first. Stone? Okay, let's see. Flour would be under here. Flour mill. Cannot build it. Must be built on a hill. Must have access to fresh... Fuck you. What do you mean? Shit! Oh, that's bad. That is exceptionally bad. Uh-oh. Can't go uphill. Oh, no. How am I supposed to get a... I'm screwed. Why does a windmill need fresh water? It's a windmill. You put the grain into the grindstone, grindstone goes grrk, right? And then you get the flour. Why does it need fresh water? At no point should you need fresh water to grind the grain. You need wind. Putting it on a hill? Fine. I am hemorrhaging money like no tomorrow, and I can't... I'm screwed. I cannot actually do anything here. Consume flour. Wish I could. Check resource range in the heat map menu. Don't know what that means. Check fresh water in the heat map menu. Where's the heat map? That's standard. No. That's tech. Where is the heat map? Okay. Natural resources. Uh-huh. Okay, so I could build a flour mill here. It's too far from the others for me to build a city there, basically. Oh man. This is going great. Yeah. How do I make money? City upkeep, imports. Can I... Oh god, Jesus, please. Must have access to fresh water. No! Must have access to... I can't start another one, right? Yeah, no. Nah, that's it. It's game over, man. It's game over, man! Game over! Oh, that's nice. Just barren, crappy, you know, I don't even know if you could consider that desert just, I don't know, savanna maybe? Well. Oh, goody. So I can't, so you can't fix... I can't fix the city by giving it more fish so that it can stop hemorrhaging money because it needs more people. It can't get more people because I need flour. I can't get flour because the only hill that I can build it on is too far out of range. I can't get water to the top of this hill because for some reason the flour mill needs fresh fucking water. I chose a really bad spot. I don't know if the tutorial really would have helped any. I might as well fast track it to death at this point. I don't know why, but I'm now using less money. I was using up like 1,000 and now I'm using less. City needs more buildings. Stagnant population. Okay. I will say I kind of like this game's music. So that's a nice thing. I think everything needing fresh water is a little limiting. You know, maybe a little restrictive. Just a little. I don't even know why I bothered putting that there. Yep, and bankruptcy in. Huh? How am I gaining money? No, really, come on, bankrupt me. There you go. Or not. Can you... Is there no fail state? Airship. There's airships. Oh no. So... I don't know if you can actually lose, technically. City needs more buildings. Well... Says... okay. Where's limestone? Oh my dear lord. Does limestone exist? No. Actually, what the fuck? Construction resources. Oh! Okay. I clicked on the wrong one. Oh, that's what those rocks meant. It's literally just a little limestone deposit. Okay, fair enough. Beach. Yeah, that is a beach. Springs. Network, cities. Resource range. Supplied industry. Light industry, supplied houses, taxed houses, aqueducts, roads, rail powered, gold, steel, iron, coal. I like that the monastery is actually, you know, like, I don't know if you can hear it, but it is giving off very slight, like, yeah, chants. Gregorian or whatever. Yeah, so, of course it needs fresh water and needs ocean access. Why wouldn't it? I think I'm screwed, really. I think I'm effectively soft-locked here. So, I'm gonna restart. Okay. So, how do I want to do this? If I start here, maybe? I can build a second city within range on top of the hill. Hill access will give access to that, so we should be okay, hopefully. I say, famous last words. Sparta Bergam. Well, that is certainly a name. Okay. So as Sparta Bergam going to... I don't remember from the first try. Is it going to get a second person so I can build the fish? The fishy fish? I think that's the only place I can build a fishy fish.
I wonder where that fish did go. That fishy. Fishy. Oh.
Yeah, it's literally the only place I can build that. That's unfortunate. Sparta Bergam. It is not filled with warriors. It is filled with merchants and soon-to-be fishers. Fishermen. Fishermen's. They are warriors of the sea. Okay. So now I'm going to build a... I can't do it. What do you mean? Huh? City must be What do you mean? Hey, let me do it the last time. Why is it not letting me do it now? I need the city there so I can put the the mill on top of the hill. Did I screw myself again? There's certainly a choice for a house, though. Location-wise, I mean. Because if this grows to 4, it's going to only be at the banks of it. And that's not flat, right? Yeah. Shit. And I think this is gonna do the civilization thing where you really don't want towns or cities, you know, overlapping their borders like that. It's kind of like a death sentence, really. Man. Why does a frickin' mill need freshwater access, man? Okay, you can do that. You can build a road up the hill. City must have a valid tile for first house. Is it because of the water? I think it might be because of the freshwater access, or the lack thereof. Maybe? It's like that would probably be the next best place to be putting it, is like right at the foothill of the dang place. Ah, man. Maybe I should have settled here? So that's the foothills of the hill, I think, right? Then... I think... Alright. I'm gonna give it one last try. I am not doing good at this at all. We're gonna put this here. We're gonna let them grow. Let them expand long. We're gonna need to put the fishing dock here-ish. If they wanna get that ship in here so we can start building. Come on, where are you? Oh man, that is quite a distance they gotta travel. I think it is one of the longest distances on any of this map they have to travel across ocean tiles, other than like here. Antona. Alright, well, there's the fish, the wood, and some concrete. Get building, please. There we go. Okay. Hopefully this does it, because if this city bill gets to 2 houses, the range should be up on the hill, and that thing... Oh, please have the range. It's got the range. Just barely. I don't know if this map is pre-gen or random. If this is pre-gen, I feel like it's a lack, or an illusion of choice, right? Like, it looks like you have a lot of spots you can viably build, but the fact that you need the flour mill on a hill with freshwater access and you cannot basically turn the aqueduct around. The fountains do not give enough of a range, right? It's a 2x2. Okay, fountains might be a little bit larger, but still, it's like, okay, I build it here. Shit's up on top of the hill. That doesn't help. It's very restrictive on where you can actually viably put stuff. Okay, Antona is, I think, currently self-sufficient on fish, but that's probably going to very quickly change here. We want to get some lumber at some point. Water, but we can't do more fish unless we get an aqueduct up here for some reason. Aqueduct is here. Aqueduct. Bring this over yonder. Okay, I'm gonna see if a fountain can actually be built there effectively. So if I build a fountain here... Oh man, that little pop-up is actually kind of obscuring stuff. If I build it there, it only gets the corner. I need to push it up one more. And, wait, I can't! Antona needs to get 4 still. Well, that's certainly taking its time to get down here, huh? Must be You are? Huh? That is the aqueduct end. Must have access to fresh... Is the aqueduct not... No, it's not built, so it's not delivering fresh water. I think that's the problem. I hope that's the problem. It isn't built, like, factually, so that should hopefully be the issue and should be resolved easily. Okay, so... Do I have a surplus of fish? I don't know. I kind of like that spot. That way it can kind of be at like a weird middle-ish position. Not that I think proximity really matters in this. Although it does seem to actually somewhat slow things down if it's far enough away. I really would... Okay, 7 per week. Okay. Consumption is 1 per week. We have a surplus of 4 fish a week. I believe. 3 fish per week. Export overseas price is 8. We are hemorrhaging money very quickly. Why is the warehouse exporting? Is this for, like, connected cities? Maybe? Okay, we're losing less money, supposedly. Okay, so there is a city, a house, right? So that should hopefully mean that we will have slightly more tax from them. Wait, there's going to be a problem though. They don't have the... There isn't enough water access to the river for them to get another building. Well, hopefully that grows, because all it needs is that one extra tick, and then we can build a flour mill up there, and we can basically make it self-sufficient after that. Because Antona right now, I think, just needs flour. I don't think we can import flour. Doesn't seem like it. We shouldn't be importing any fish at all. We're losing money very quickly, still. Okay, however you want to pronounce that. Auentinum? Okay. So that is fixed. That is another house. This distance for construction materials is really kind of killing me here. Please? There we go. If that doesn't do it, I'm screwed. That's uneven. I can't build a lumber mill there, can I? Hmm? Wait, what's the difference? Oh, it's the unprocessed. God. Yeah. How much am I getting for taxes? That one tier 2 house, despite being half supplied, is actually giving a pretty decent amount of tax. So where is the construction materials? I am hemorrhaging money. But for what? I should not be importing fish. I should only be importing wood and concrete, which is... We have enough, but it's not making its way down. Why? I see. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4.2, 5, 6. I am making a surplus of 1 whole fishy fish a week. Amazing. Okay. We are, surprisingly, I think, yes. Okay. I think we might actually be stable now. And we're producing grain here. I don't know where it's going. I can't close them off with that button. I keep thinking I can. Where is the grain getting stored? What, I found Rome a city of bricks and left it a city of marble. Oh. Does the flour mill have to be in the same city? I can't see what they're moving right now. So, you cannot add grain to the warehouse. There's no building that can store grain or flour? Import consumes, buildings produces, 1 building produces 2 wheat per week. So what's happening to this grain? Is it just disappearing into the aether? How do you... Huh? Oh. Wait. So what's happening to the... What happens if I change that even? Does that just... Okay, it's moving it to the other place, I think. So you can actually change things out, it's just not very clear that you can, so I need to keep fish there for the houses. I don't like that the warehouses only have 3 slots, again, unless you can upgrade them at some point. Man, I need to get a lumber mill at some point, don't I? So the grain is flowing from one to the other now, finally. Is it stored in the farm itself, or is that just all stuff it's produced? No, it looks like that's exactly what's happening, is it's actively producing that. Okay, I guess I'll just build that there for now. Fish is kind of getting concerningly low here. We got money. Construct a fountain. Okay, city is growing. Good, 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 good. That's exactly what I need and want. Tona has grown, finally. Why would you build there? Of all places. What is wrong with you, man? What is that road? Okay. So, jerky. Where am I supposed to be able to hunt? Okay. Well, there's that. Hunting lodge. Cars lumber, but where can I put you? Must be built in a forest. Oh, that's a good joke. That's a funny joke. Can I... Oh, you are an evil bastard. I have to demolish it from the endpoint? Are you kidding me? I can't make this more... But yeah, there isn't even a spring necessarily nearby either. There's a spring here. I don't really think that's close enough either. Okay, so that might actually make this one turn into a 4 pop. Oh, hey, wait, hold on. Oh. Right. How silly of me. Yeah, there's no forest nearby either. That's not ideal. What is this massive red range it has? Is that like the area of supply you can give? Man, if I demolish this aqueduct, it's going to cost so much to rebuild it from all that concrete. Well, time to re-import concrete, I guess. Great. I love that. That's great. Oh yeah, and you would think that the aqueduct would also kind of be like supplying water next to it, but no. Because I think even Caesar 3 does that. I think the immediate squares next to the aqueduct will supply water, and then you need to deliver it to a aquifer or well or whatever the hell it's called. And yeah, you can make little fountains. I think you can even do plumbing in Caesar 3. So I think the aqueduct needs to be a little bit more utilitarian. As it is, it feels very restrictive for the water and the way you can give it out. You know, let me split it off or what have you. So that's the hunting lodge. We need a smokehouse. Which, we can't do. Because we need more population. Why isn't there a road on the... Weird. Okay. Antona is red. Why? What's wrong? We have fish, right? And grain should be getting exported to it, I think. Maybe, hopefully. So what's the text? Once crafted as a novelty, the Aeolipile is a steam sphere set in motion by heat. Only now do we begin to grasp its true potential and the greater works it may yet inspire. Yeah, but how does it help us? It was literally just like a thing that's spun in place, and that was kind of it. The Ballista Venator revolutionizes the hunt device. Fishing docks and hunting lodges produce 10% faster if not placed next to the same building. Huh? Irrigation by harnessing... It's peeled iron, steel plant. Wow, okay, the texts are going to be kinda not that immediately useful, are they? Ugh, okay. Kind of ironic in the fact I think Altinum is going to probably actually be growing to 6 pop first over Antona. I don't think Antona is getting the grain to it. Yeah, it's not. That's not great. Why? Why is it not getting it? Supplied. I think I need a second wheat mill. Or wheat field. Do we have space for an extra? Huh? Wheat farm? Must have more population. Yeah, we can't do it yet. In fact, neither city can do it yet. Okay, so on to missing logs. 1 consuming 0 logs per week. Consuming jerky per week. So this is a massive issue, is the fact that you can run, like, you really need warehouses to make sure that there is supplies getting from one town to the other. They won't just automatically do it, seemingly. That's a problem when you only have 3 slots. And man. If I build a little city to just make fish, just have a 2 or 3 pop place, ignore the fact that it needs grain or flour, and then just have them fish. But, it's so restrictive on what you can really do. It's very hard to get extra production cycles going here. Okay, we don't need fish here. We do in fact need the other 2 things though. Raw meat jerky, I guess. So we have the jerky plant, right? Yeah. We need logs. But we're importing it, right? No, we're oh god. We don't need to import lumber here. We need logs. The fact that a single production building uses up an entire pop is not great. The fact a warehouse cannot have a fourth slot on it, the fact that the merchant dock can't have a fourth slot on it is so very restrictive. I feel like I need to be doing a very certain meta build here. It's kind of the nice thing about like Caesar 3, Pharaoh and Cleopatra and those is you can make little minor mistakes like that. You can have less population, you can have more population than you need, and you can kind of fix it accordingly. This is feeling very, very railroaded right now. If I don't do it exactly how the dev kind of intended it, I feel like I'm going to be punished, or I am being punished. And these, you know, it's like, okay, the grain farm is not able to like, keep up just with one town's demand. You need two towns, effectively, to keep these things going. You know, like, even if we're not talking about that, the hunting lodge and then the smokehouse, you need like 2 hunting lodges to keep that going. But to have a town basically keeping one smokehouse completely stocked, you need a whole slew of other things, and it's just like the logistics, like all the logistics network just kind of like collapses in on itself. Maybe I'm trying to upgrade too quickly? I don't know. But then you have this issue of like, okay, you need water to make a new town. It needs to be within range. Right? So I can't just like form a new dock, merchant dock over here, I don't think. Right? I'm making enough money where I could probably viably do that, except I can't. I don't think. Right? Yeah, no, it's only your first city that gets the benefit of getting that star. Yeah, no, can't do it. Oh, good. What do you need now? I don't know if this fountain is taking up a building slot. I would assume it is. It was. Why does the fountain need an employee? Okay. So that should hopefully keep the fish demand satisfied now. Is it 7 per week? We got 5 and 5. What's the tier 3 need? 1.4. So we have 2 tier 3 houses, 2.8, effectively 3. So what's the actual demand here then? I don't know if we can just... I don't think there's a chart anywhere we can look at the current supply and demand of certain resources, is there? I really don't think there is. So we have 3 houses, 6. 6 plus that would be 8.4. 8.4 would be 9.8. 9.8 would be, what, 11.2 fish? So we're having a surplus of 3 fish, I think. So we're okay on fish for now. Then what? Oh, apparently it grew. Great. Alright, I think that's going to be a wheat field then, because... Huh? No, you grew. You went from 5 to 6. What do you mean? Oh, it just grew, I think. Like, literally just now, I think that just built. There we go. Okay, so we still have a surplus of fish. Oh. Ow. Okay, surplus of fish. We are good on fish. For now. It's a little precarious, but we're okay on fish. We need flour. Do we have... We do. Drop this into flour. That should hopefully send... Yes, all the excess is going there. Okay. 2 flour mills are producing 2-ish per week. Grain mill, flour mill, needs more than that to keep going, but at the rate we're going, it can keep almost constantly producing. It will produce 4 per week. Flour, we're good on. We actually have a surplus of flour now. Holy shit. Wow. Look at that. Kind of. We kind of have a surplus. Please tell me it's just like stocking it up in there and then it will send it to the other ones. Jesus. What is this? Hmm? Why are you here? No, we built that. Oh, we upgraded to so. Oh my god. We don't have any nearby forests to do this. We desperately need a city up here. Have access to fresh water. Oh, but that means that we can only do it like up here. So what happens when that aqueduct gets moved? Because that's gonna happen. If we build here, yeah, see, the fresh water is not going near the aqueduct. That really, really sucks. Can we get an extra building here? City needs more buildings, has undersupplied houses. What do we need though? Raw meat, but we can't get raw meat here, and we can't even put a logging camp there either. And all the river access is completely used up. If rivers just gave 2 range on them, that would be so nice. Yeah, we can't do anything. Guess we could maybe do aqueduct? Can't do it. Not in range. Of course we're not in range. Ah, god damn it, man. How do you get more range for these things? But if we do that, the fountain uses up a whole other employee slot, and then we can't build the next thing, logging camp or otherwise. I'm not too worried about the logs. We can import that. The fish we could import, but it's not ideal. Oh, there's a thing of water there. So if I aqueduct that to like here and then just drop down the fountain, we still have the issue that that would still need a whole other town. I guess I could. Maybe? Where is it? Where is the fountain? Fountain. That would give it... Yeah, maybe. Maybe. This game is kind of starting to feel more like a puzzle game, really. Can we support this town? I don't know. What does this town need? Why is Antona not growing to 6? What do we need? Flour and jerky. You have no flour? Why? Why is there no flour? The jerky, I understand. Why is there no flour? No flour. Why? We should be producing... Oh, because the... Son of a That is a terrible place for that. No, 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 no. Get that out of... No. There you go. It might be a pretty bad spot for a city, actually. Will they send fish there? It looks like they will. Maybe. I don't know if they'll keep it floating, though. If we had the... But... God damn it, that sucks, because... even if I get that tech, because these two fishing docks are right next to each other, they won't benefit from that, so it's completely a moot point. Oh, that has freshwater access right there. I see. That's actually good. Maybe it wasn't a terrible spot, actually, to place a city. Okay, so... should I get rid of that? Maybe, until it grows to be a bigger city. I can hunting lodge there. I don't know if it's going to supply it. The wheat field up there, I think, is still supplying the thing down there. I might just... Can I... Hold on. Wheat farm. If I can just move that closer, it might keep a better supply of the flour mill. Hopefully. The many is growing. The meat is being produced and is in fact going off to the hunter, or the smokehouse. So that's good. Should we build a logging mill? Can't. Where's the Huh? Wait, what? Lumeni just cannibalized that land. That's not good. Okay. So Antona is not doing good. Many has this grain field now. That's not ideal either. Do we have an extra house here? Wait. Lumeni cannibalized the tier 4 house. Oh no. I probably should have put Lumeni right there instead. So, Tinamina is actually missing its tier 4 house, and it's not rebuilding a new one? Is that because of the freshwater access, or lack thereof? Okay. I might need to demolish Lumeni and move it up one. Damn. And they just aren't getting their freshwater built at all. Again, these aqueducts are just so restrictive, and the rivers really need to just be able to, like, have extra range or something. One jerky. They're producing jerky, at least. I don't know. Let's have more houses. I guess the spring itself is still giving off water, that's right, but it's not really all that useful right now. So I'll bring it to a 4. Okay, I don't know what happened to Antona, but it just leveled up. Why did it level up? Did it finally get its flower? Yeah, it did, actually. Hmm. How many grain fields do we have right now? Just the 2? Yeah, so there definitely is a lack of flour right now going to that thing. Would one extra one really be that bad? Because then that'll be jerky. Jerky is going at a semi-decent rate, which means then Lumeni is going to need... we have 2 other little spots I think we can do. So... we might need to actually get another monastery again. Hmm? Wait, what is that then? Oh, it is the house. Okay. So we'll put down the monastery. Hopefully Lumeni will grow an extra pip, and then we can maybe get another hunting lodge at Lumeni. Something's going on with Tinum. Okay, what's actually going on here? 3 houses are undersupplied, but with what? You're not saying which. You were in fact saying that there is a supply of all those. Oh my god, Lumeni, what are you doing? Is that why? Oh, is that why? Oh no! I think Lumeni cannibalized too much of the land. And there's no way we can really bring them water now. Shit. Oh no. Okay, new plan. We will bring this down here. And then there is, in fact, no fountain here. Water is just flowing here. If I build a fountain here, 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 I don't know where to build this. If I build it there, it will put water there, and then we could probably just move the fish. Demolish that, get that out of there. Demolish this aqueduct all the way back to here. Oh, this is going to be really bad in the short term, though. I think it might collapse everything. I don't know. So that will bring water there. We'll be able to put the fishing dock there. We need to import fish right now. I don't know how none of these cities are currently shrinking right now. Game is kind of forgiving when it comes to that. Okay, this should get put there. I don't know if the building is going to get rebuilt there, though. They don't have concrete in this place, right? Oh, criminy. Yep. Okay, things are starting to collapse. Oh, joy upon joys. This is bad. So if I aqueduct this to... oh shit. I'll just put that there. Oh god, it's shrinking still. I think it needs houses. Is that the problem? Oh, oh no. I wanted to fix things and I made it worse. It really does kind of feel like at some points that you basically just want like a bunch of level 1 or 2 towns everywhere just to basically act as like fishing villages or warehouse depots. Okay, so you have water, and you're not rebuilding things. Why? What do you need? Flour. Is the flour mill still going? Yes. Do we have flour getting imported? That scared me. So... So I'm confused. Okay, so I know this is the demo, but like, I think with how it was wording it, you should be able to go back to that like same area and see your colonies or something there, right? Oh, is this a different map? Oh, it's a different map entirely. Oh. Oh god, okay, so it's not pre-generated, maybe. Hmm. That's very, very dependent on RNG for your maps then. Okay. Lock deeper technology construction, more late game buildings. So, again, like how it's worded makes me wonder if you do have a door fortress thing going and you can just like build new colonies next to your old ones. You know, from previous playthroughs. And it's like, hold on, right? So it's like you have a little bit of this on the Steam page, right? It's like there is seemingly going to be a thing where it's like, you know, like maybe these were the old ones from the first playthroughs and these are like new ones or vice versa. I don't know. But that is the demo for Nova Patria. The demo is out, and like I said, the game in its full state is not out. So, I like it. I like the music. I like the graphical style of it. I actually kind of like it more than I thought I might. I do actually like it, but the freshwater, everything needing freshwater is extremely, exceedingly restrictive right now. I don't know if you have ways of transporting that around better in the full game, maybe through researches, I don't know, but it's like here, right? So there's got to be some way of doing it because there is seemingly a lack of aqueducts here. Well, somewhat. Like right here, there seems to be one. But like, there seems to be maybe a building right here bringing water up the hill. Because this is on the hill itself and it's seemingly viable. I think that is a town around a spring. It's... I don't know, man. It really does feel very, very restrictive. Now, maybe I should have brought the towns closer to the lake that I had kind of near me. I don't know. I don't know. Again, this is only a demo and whatnot, so... I do like it, but it definitely feels like the dev wants you to play a very, very certain, you know, like railroaded type of way. Otherwise, you are going to fail spectacularly. But yeah, I would say give it a try yourself, see if you like it, if it interests you at all, because... yeah, I might just be playing extremely poorly. I probably am, quite frankly. But yeah, that'll be it for now. Until next time.